Hello guys, it's Teenage DC Fan back in another video, and Supergirl returns Sunday night after a brief hiatus, and the episode The Bodyguard saw the CW series titular heroine paired up with Obsidian CEO Andrea Rojas after an anti-tech extremist targets her. But the threat to Andrea's life wasn't the only technology-based issue in the episode. Lena moved forward with her non-Necheri plans, cementing Lena's partnership with Lex, and potentially making her a real enemy for Supergirl. So here's everything you need to know about this week's episode, The Bodyguard. And just a quick warning, spoilers will be ahead in this video for the recent episode of Supergirl, The Bodyguard. So, the episode opens with an Obsidian user experiencing a Game of Thrones-style virtual reality experience, while Nia, Kara, and Alex marvel at how realistic it all is, and Alex struggles to adapt to her post-DEO life. William shows up with coffee for Nia and Kara, and inside the Obsidian offices, Andrea gets into an elevator, and it quickly goes into freefall. So Supergirl shows up, of course, and saves her. Because it turns out someone tried to kill Andrea and left an anti-Obsidian manifesto demanding that they cancel the Platinum launch. But of course Andrea refuses. In her lab, Lena continues testing non-Necheri. Lena wants everything to be perfect so that she will win over, or at least not be criticized by Supergirl. And Lex ends up revealing that he has set up a human trial at a prison that, of course, he owns. But elsewhere, Brainy works up a way to use Toyman's mortality code against Leviathan. But they don't have a way to deliver it due to Leviathan's physiology. And as news about Andrea reaches Lex, he sees an opportunity to get close to Leviathan, and he orders Supergirl to be a bodyguard. Supergirl reports to Jean and Alex about her new role and tells them about the pink energy she noticed. And Lex convinces Gemma to let Supergirl guard Andrea. But over at the prison, Lena gets to work on her trials, and things appear to work as planned. Supergirl discovers that William will be following Andrea around all day. Jean and Alex get a lead about the extremists after Andrea, and they ask Brainy for help. But he lies about what he finds, and one thing I'd like to point out about Brainy in this episode is his hair. So his hair is different in this episode. And if you remember, like, when Alex was the director of the DEO, her hair looked different when she was there working and when she was the director mode, from when she was not the director. So seems that now that Brainy is the director of the DEO, he also has a different hairstyle that looks kind of similar to what Alex had. And I honestly kind of don't get that. Like, why do you have to have that specific hairstyle if you're the director of the DEO? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So, like I said, he was lying. And I really don't like this role for Brainy, but anyway, Supergirl and William have a chat while the extremist actually ends up attacking, but Andrea is unwilling to call off the Platinum launch. But over at the prison, the human trials start to go wrong. Steve, a mild-mannered inmate, has a bad reaction to non-Necheri and a grand mal seizure. He tells Lena he suddenly felt like he wanted to be the villain, a hunger for revenge and violence. Lena fixed the monsters, but broke him, much to her horror. At a farm outside of National City, Jean and Alex encounter one of the extremists, and, in distress, Alex signals for Supergirl. So she ditches Andrea at the DEO and goes to assist. It turns out that Todd Sapphire, a former Obsidian employee who is obsessed with the technology and was subsequently fired, killed himself, and now his wife, Amy, is the extremist going after Andrea. So she attacks at Catco, and Supergirl shows up to fight her. However, Amy is able to use her own tech to steal Supergirl's powers, so Dreamer temporarily slows Amy down, but she still heads for the core to stop the launch. Andrea develops her shadow powers, the ones that she had pre-crisis but had not exhibited since. And while in the DEO, holding cell, that's what she does. But Brainy tries to access the core failsafe, but can't, and Andrea shows up to deal with the failsafe, to the failsafe. But with 1 second to spare, Supergirl talks Amy out of her plan. The launch goes live, and at the tower, Jean gives Alex this really cool Martian weapon that can be literally anything she envisions it to be. And I think that's pretty cool, because usually Alex is just the one out there in the field that's just got a gun. But now she can have any weapon she wants. So that's honestly really cool. But Andrea ends up going full Akrata after picking up the medallion. At the prison, Lena updates Steve's non-cherry, and it works. So Kara decides to go on a date with William after realizing she's been avoiding reality herself. And finally, Brainy starts to become more disillusioned with Lex, while Lex gets closer to Leviathan. So, is Lex going to join Leviathan? Or will he continue his cause to try and defeat Leviathan? So I guess we'll have to wait and see on that for the next episode of Supergirl. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this episode down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next video, so I can bestow all my decent knowledge upon you.